Misjudgment or failure to understand the nature and depths of pain can be associated with serious consequence, more pain and suffering for individuals and society.
You put stress to something positive. I always like when you take something that's a negative in a way and then turn it around. So I also really enjoy that.
To have a goal of not being stressed, they're dead people's goals. Okay. The only people I know who aren't stressed are dead.
Yeah.
So you don't want no stress. Stress can be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's about how do you respond to stress. And so if stress dictates or signals for you to do the things that you love in life, then all of a sudden stress can be quite positive, can't it?
No, it's not positive to leave all the good things out and just...
Right, which is what stress has been doing to you lately.
Yeah.
So now we're just going to turn that round, and now stress is an indicator for you to go back to the things that ground you and make you feel good.
Yeah.
Bloody absolute must. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I've told a few people, told Jake, my team member. Okay, I really appreciate everything that you've done over the 2 weekends that I've spent with you.
They basically show that time didn't matter. You could go and treat a patient and look at all of these psychosocial aspects in a shorter period of time, predominantly if you are highly skilled at doing it. So it would suggest that if you become really good at treating the way in which the biopsychosocial model suggests that you treat, i.e. everything we've been talking about so far.
And so he's telling her how like all this fascia was all tight in her body, and like showing her, like we had anatomy trained posters on the wall, and he's like, see how this is tight, so I need you to put a spiky ball in your ass while you do a bicep curl and stick your tongue out. And like all this really creative exercise stuff. Like
we've proper fucked people up.
Yeah.
And I'm not proud of it, but at the same time, I think it's one of those things that like I reflect on so hard, and I think that's the thing is like if you constantly just reflect back on your own practice constantly and try and move forward from that and learn from that, it's like the best thing you can do, because I think we've all got things that we can be completely ashamed of. Like, I can't believe I said that or did that or whatever, but it was all in our best intention to help that person. It's never been malicious at any point in time, but being really aware of how powerful nocebo is for especially...
As a physiotherapist, go for it. You get many useful tools.
Now, what I find really interesting about all of this is that we know sleep's important, but how much does the media push sleep at the moment? Yeah, there's so much focus on sleep and all the shit that can come along with poor sleep. And so what they've done is they've done quite a few studies now to look at what beliefs around sleep have to do with poor sleep. And so this paper here, dysfunctional beliefs and attitudes about sleep among older adults with and without insomnia complaints. And now they've reproduced this same study with younger adults as well, and it showed the same thing.
Nothing else changed, so they weren't prescribed any exercises or anything like that. All they were given was the benefits or the education of exercise. But what actually happened was that the group that was educated, this one here, physiologically there was all these changes after 4 weeks.
Or how much psychosocial factors affect people's pain and how they behave after that, and how we can influence that, and how all the things that we've been doing so far could be detrimental to their condition and their pain. So that was a massive takeaway.
And in this one, there was 109 papers that they included, and they concluded there is evidence that interventions aimed at modifying workstations and worker posture are not effective in reducing the incidence of neck pain in workers.
Okay, something you can go.
So,
breathe in, good, and come back up. What happened? You a little bit emotional?
Yeah, a little bit.
Have a seat.
Happy? Frustrated? I can almost touch the floor. I was 12 when I first went to a doctor for my back. I'm not 29. I'm still going for that. And all I had to do was breathe better. And I'd be able to touch the floor, which is all I want to do, put my shoes on. So sorry. I'm not an emotional person, but yeah, it's just so simple.
And not to beat ourselves up when we do have some nocebic message, but just reflecting constantly on how it is that we're approaching, because I think we can always do better, and we're never going to do a perfect assessment. We can't help everyone, All right, none of us are perfect, and being vulnerable, I think, can be really, really great for our own development.
People come in, they're like, oh, my doctor sent me here. Am I in the right place? It's like, yeah. James, the podiatrist, is out the back. Like, oh, this looks like a gym. It's like, yeah, that's because we want you out here. We don't want you in the room getting, sick people are in the rooms. We want everyone out here. And they're like, oh, okay. So like when I tell them why we've got it like this, that they're quite open to it, but it does throw people.